You come back to attention with the realization that something about you is changing. A thought begins to take shape, one you can't seem to let go of. You keep returning to what you discovered yesterday, the villager and the zombie villager. You wander the edge of the icy lake, spear in hand, letting movement clear the fog from your mind. Fragments resurface, the brewing stand, the weakness potion, the golden apple resting in the chest, and you wonder why those two things have stayed with you. As you climb the hill toward the small icy hut once more, your thoughts linger on what waits below it, and whether the idea forming in your mind will even work. Inside the hut, you take the potion and the golden apple, then descend the narrow ladder into the dark. You approach the zombie villager and hold out the apple. For a brief moment, its glazed eyes flicker toward the gold. Then you pull out the potion. You throw it clumsily and the glass shatters, splattering you both. The zombie lunges. A roar erupts through the chamber. The creature writhes, its body convulsing, shaking the stone around it. Too weak to move, too afraid to intervene, you sit and wait. And as time passes by, you blink, and then you blink again, and two villagers now stand before you. Your idea worked. Slowly the pieces fall into place. A villager attacked by a zombie must have survived long enough to turn. Not dead, but changed. The villagers isolated it here, away from the village, hoping to save what remained. But something went wrong. Trapped, forgotten, waiting. You leave the chamber with more questions than answers. And now you wander deeper into the world below. Green vines and glowing berries drape over vast expanses of wet clay and stone. A lush cave opens before you. Beautiful, dangerous, alive. You move more carefully now. Zombies no longer feel like simple threats. They feel familiar. You descend further and encounter a spawner. Spiders spilling endlessly from its glowing cage. You light the area, slowing the flow, and search the nearby chests before breaking the source entirely. Deeper still, you hear movement in the walls. You break through and lock eyes with a blue spider. Poison drips from its fangs, and the pain is immediate. The toxin spreads fast. Your resolve weakens, but you do not falter. And after a long struggle, the cave grows quiet once more. Diamonds glint from the stone. You collect them and climb toward an opening where daylight awaits. But before you go up, you slip into a deeper trench. You see water spilling into a molten lake below. Heat rises. Embedded in the stone, you recognize the same dark mineral from the ruined portals you saw long ago. Instead of retreating, you dive into the warmth. The material resists you, harder than anything you've mined before, but you persist. On your way back, you stumble into a hidden cavern of purple crystal. Amethyst juts from the stone, glowing softly, chiming beneath your feet. When you finally surface, the land feels unfamiliar. You climb the tallest spruce nearby and take in your surroundings as the sun begins to set. Your strength is fading, and hunger is creeping in. You cook what food you have, and smelt what ores you can. Until a sound cuts through the night. A screech. Winged shapes descend from the sky, striking you from above. You steady yourself and fight back until silence returns. Leaving behind only a strange, phantom-like weightless membrane. When dawn arrives once more, it feels earned. As you travel through the forested hills, gathering food, you encounter a lone pig and pause. Something stirs deep inside of you. A quiet promise that some ideas never truly die. Eventually, you reach a shimmering lake and craft a boat. Gliding across the water toward warmer lands. The cold fades behind you. In the plains ahead, figures stand watching, familiar yet different, crossbows in hand with a banner raised. You realize not only are you not alone in this world, but there are those who can do things that you cannot. You quickly break eye contact and move on. That night, beside a small lava pool, exhaustion finally overtakes you. And when you wake, something feels clearer. You understand now that you are capable of great change, if you so choose. And the question ahead is no longer whether you will survive, but what kind of force you intend to be.